7th scale FMS Ford Bronco EB now has a little brother. This is the FSC18, which is a brand new 18th scale version of the El Bandito Baja Runner. It comes ready to run in a nice little carrying case for safe and easy transport. Available in both the 2024 and 2025 livery, this little truck looks just like the larger 7th scale version that FMS released not too long ago from the outside. Now the inside of this truck is a different story, but we'll get to that later. Once again, we have a nice one-piece, officially licensed Ford Bronco Lexan body, covered in all of the same sponsor decals as the full-size version. With the lower price and smaller size of this truck, FMS did have to dial back the detail just a little with some headlight and taillight stickers instead of actual LED light buckets. However, we do still have a functional LED light bar on the top of the truck, which is pretty cool. With about 12 Phillips screws, the body is mounted to a pretty detailed plastic roll cage underneath. There's even some nice mud guards integrated into the front of the cage, which is greatly appreciated because these low-slung trucks tend to collect a lot of debris in the chassis. Inside the cab, there's also a nice little Lexan interior with some decals and a couple of driver figures. The plastic bumper up front is very similar to what we saw on the 7th scale version, but we now have a rear bumper as well that sits in between the two rubber mud flaps hanging off the back. This truck rides on an even smaller set of Nitto Trail Grappler tires that have some pretty stiff sidewalls and appear to be foamless. They are once again glued to some nice looking plastic wheels that are painted to match the body. To remove the body, FMS went with this very clean clipless design where the rear body mount latches to the cage and the front of the cage hooks into the front body mount. Underneath this body, the FSC18 platform is ultimately a short course truck. Unlike the full-size and 7th scale versions of the Ford Bronco EB that use independent suspension up front, combined with a solid axle in the rear, this FSC18 uses independent suspension on all four corners. At the heart of this truck, there's a 25-gram digital steering servo steering the front tires. Just behind that, we have a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver combo, paired with a small brushed motor. Both units have aluminum heat sinks on the top as well to keep the temps down. A 2S 2000 mAh 20C LiPo battery is included to power the truck, and FMS also includes a basic wall charger for it. Everything is controlled by what appears to be a new transmitter from FMS. It has trim, dual rate, and reverse switches for the steering, along with a speed switch that can be used to slightly dial down the power of this truck. Although it has a plastic steering wheel, it does use 2 AA batteries instead of 4 AAA batteries, which is nice. On each corner, the diffs lead out to plastic output cups, dog bones, and hexes. All of these steering and suspension links are plastic as well. The shocks are oil-filled and have some green anodized aluminum upper and lower caps to match the rest of the aluminum parts throughout the truck. FMS also included sway bars on the front and rear, which is a nice feature for such a small platform. This little FSC18 is honestly a blast. It was really in its element out here on this dirt track. Due to its size, there were some times the truck would kind of veer off and be a little hard to control, but it handled pretty well overall. It took all of the jumps and crashes without any issues. I'm sure some of that is thanks to its short course design. The diffs are very loose, so momentum is your friend on the rougher terrain. Yeah, it would have been cool to have a solid axle in the rear like these 7th scale and full-size versions, but did this truck really need it? Not in my opinion at least. I was able to reach a top speed of 18 miles per hour with the box stock setup. If you drop the speed switch on the transmitter into the lower setting, you'll be closer to around 12 miles per hour. FMS killed it with the looks of this truck, and the FSC18 platform underneath seems to be pretty solid as well. Let me know what you think of this little guy, and make sure to check out these other videos if you enjoyed watching this one.